Oh, wow. Guys.
Did you start the vlog?
I didn't.
I don't remember if I did. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Wow.
Good night.
Been...
So you gotta breathe, 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 breathe. Let it go and let it be,
a crazy day. We are moving in 3 days.
And we did good.
You did amazing.
You did amazing.
Well, I feel like you're like better at stuff than me.
What?
Well, sometimes I feel like I'm just like not, like, I'm just not wired to like pack and move. Like you're
Really?
better at it than me.
At the packing?
I don't know.
Do you mean like when you were gonna pack that and then you walked away?
I finished. Okay.
No.
Well,
Peter.
Yeah, no, I do get distracted sometimes. And I think Mary has like a vision of what needs to be packed and when and how. And like sometimes I'm just wondering if I'm doing the right thing.
Well, okay. You are amazing at doing a million things really well. So
Okay.
like you are planning for a funeral.
Yeah.
You are finalizing details that you need to leave for people at church. You are running our online business. You're editing and uploading. You're doing a bunch of things, okay?
Okay.
So that is your gifting. I can't do a million things like that. That's just not how I was wired.
Well,
So-
you do, like, I feel like you do a million things.
Different things, though.
Yeah. You, like, take care of your body and pack the house, and she cleaned the entire kitchen today.
I'm really, really exhausted. But we wanted to tell you about our day and do a little pictorial retelling of a day in the Frey Life while moving.
This morning I took our boat trailer to the marina because we had gotten the new boat trailer, and when we put it, it was on Sunday, we took the boat to the lake to put the boat in the water, take the old trailer home, get the new trailer, take it to the lake, and put the boat on the new trailer. And the weight distribution of this new trailer, it was set up for a different boat before we got it.
Right.
And so once we got it on there, like it seemed like it fit well, but the weight distribution didn't seem quite right. So I wanted to ask the people at the marina what they thought. And the guy was super nice, and he took a look at it and said, yeah, basically the axle of the trailer, that's what the wheels are on, and that needs to be moved back on the trailer so that not all the weight is behind the wheels, but it's kind of like better distributed. So he's like, we could do that for $400 for you, or here's all you need to do. And he kind of showed me how to do it. So I called Mary.
Mm-hmm.
And
you said that you were like going back and forth. Do we need to just have him do it? We're kind of in a crazy season. But then you were like, no, we can do this. Well, you were going to go do it by yourself.
Yeah, I was going to go do it by myself. And I was like on my way to the lake.
And I was like, babe, come get me. Like, I can help you with this. And so he came and got me, and we had our little ratchet set, or what's it called? The thing.
Yeah,
ratchet thing. We had a measuring tape, and that's all we needed, our hands. And we systematically figured out how to take apart our trailer. We now know really well how our trailer works because we took the whole thing apart and put it back together. And we measured the evenness down to the millimeter, and we did it. And so we were like really glad. It was really like teamwork.
It was a little more exhausting than I think we bargained for, in terms of it took us about an hour and a half to do it. We had to put the boat in and then tie it up and pull the trailer out and do the work on it. And
it was raining a little bit.
Yeah, which was kind of magical.
It was memorable for sure.
But at the end of the day, like, it felt like an accomplishment, but it did kind of feel like, okay, we just got exhausted before this day of, this is gonna be our big packing day.
But that means the boat's ready.
Yes, which once we got home, we wanted to put all the boat stuff, like we've got the inner tube and water skis and that sort of thing, and put all that in the boat so we can just transport it that way. And so I put all that in the boat, I covered the boat, I got it all ready to go. So all we needed to do on Saturday is hook it up to the car and go.
Crazy. So we got home and I spent some time clearing my airways. Today was an interesting day. My lungs made more mucus than they have in quite some time. And there was a very, very slight little bit of blood as well in the mucus. But, you know, these things are to be expected. My lungs I don't know, they're still my lungs. So it wasn't anything concerning. It was just kind of like, oh, I'm taking note because, you know, at this point, I'm doing really well. And we're aware that I still have the infections and that they will probably flare up at some point. And we're so curious, like, what's it gonna be like? Is it gonna be the same? Is it gonna be way different? So I guess part of me today was kind of like, ooh, I wonder if this is like the start of an exacerbation. I don't think so because I'm still feeling great, but it was very interesting. And my lungs were just more productive. And so I just kind of had to spend some extra time clearing my airways and doing what I had to do. So then it was interesting. By early afternoon, I was exhausted. I was laying on this little patio couch and I was like, wow, I haven't needed to like lay down and just kind of not pack
rest
for a while. So that was interesting, but thankfully I could rebound. And then I went in the kitchen because I knew I needed to finalize the kitchen. Kitchen needed to be wiped up and just finished. And when I got to the kitchen, it started raining leaves. The leaves were like coming down like a tornado. Maybe not like a tornado, like a magical leaf.
Snow globe.
What is it? Snow globe. Yes, a fall snow globe. And then it started downpouring. And then I texted my girl on Instagram who grew my happy cabbage, which is actually a kale. The kale is almost 2 years old, and I showed her the roots that had grown. So if you've been around, you saw that I had to behead my cabbage. Well, I got the okay that those roots are sufficient and it could be planted, so I planted it. And then whatever, I was doing the dishes, singing some Christmas music.
And together we learned how to say Merry Christmas and a happy holiday.
And then she also recommended that I cut part of the cabbage in half. So I did that. And then I was, you know, exhausted, and then I rebounded again and did some laundry. And all of this time, Peter was working the entire time, but he didn't film any of it. But just take my word for it. He was working the entire time.
I'm going to get fired.
And then...
I thought we weren't vlogging today.
Is that what you thought?
I did think that. Because...
I guess I collapsed on the bed a couple times today. And then we got in the car, we were heading to our friend's house, and we sang some songs, and we ate some dinner with our friends, and then we were exhausted, and then Peter kept working. He had some work email stuff to do, and I just did my best, and now we're gonna go to sleep because we are exhausted. And it is only 9:46 at night, but
thankfully,
woo!
I feel like we're in good shape with the move.
Do you?
I do.
I do too.
Before the beginning of today, I didn't feel like
Really?
that. Yeah.
Like, because of what?
I don't know. It's just all like little stuff around the house. And I feel much more, like it's under control.
It's under control. It's so surreal to think that we're going to be in our North Carolina home
and
in a couple of days.
We're kind of talking about, like, do we just go ahead and unpack our Christmas stuff? Like, set up for Christmas? I don't know. I think it's going to be like 90 degrees when we get there. I don't think it's going to feel Christmassy.
Well, we'll see what happens. And as always,
we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night. Oh, look, he knows exactly what that
funny. He was laying down, but he came over to say
good night, everybody. That's hilarious. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years.
Yeah.
We love you, Ollie.